Hey Decide Destiny crew, Carl Spreedy's here. Thanks for joining me for another Decide Destiny Daily Dose. Decide to be crazy enough to become your own person, not someone else's mouthpiece, not for someone else's agenda, for someone else's mission, not to be a carbon copy and just follow along with a certain narrative, but be your own person, become your own person, have your own unique traits, your own opinion, your own voice. And I heard this, heard someone speak on this interview recently, and they said, how do you have a conversation? You lead with an opinion. You know, if you're not having a conversation about your opinion, if you're not having a conversation to listen and learn and engage and interact with the person, then you're just wanting to listen and hear yourself, aren't you? So one of the things that I find so inspiring is people that have really become themselves, who have got no one else in their ear telling them what way to be, how to be, what the PR group wants you to be, what will support this narrative, what will support that narrative, how to avoid any sort of controversy. No, people that are just who they are, that just share their thoughts, share their beliefs authentically. Sometimes they say the wrong things. Yeah, so what? We're human. Sometimes they mess it up. Sometimes they make mistakes, and that's beautiful. That's human, and they own it. They own it, and they actually show their core side of themselves. They show their reality. They show their love inside by actually being authentic enough to become themselves. So make sure that you're actually out there being that unique person, because you have to realize that what's the eventuation of pretty much everyone on this planet. There's going to be a time when you're no longer here, okay? And how long do you think you're going to be remembered? On average, for most people, it's about 2 years. 2 years of since you've passed, people stop, I guess, thinking about you, talking about you. They kind of move along with their own lives. And so, if that's the case, are you here fulfilling your destiny, being your own person, becoming more and more you, uniquely you, extraordinarily you, expressing yourself? Or are you here as a mouthpiece for a movement? Are you here just for some sort of, exterior stress point that really and truly doesn't have anything to relate to your core essence? Are you here to argue and fight and tear each other apart? Or are you here to seek out truth and find value and find, wealth and gold and wisdom in life, in interaction, in what can be done, in what can come from you? That's the question you have to ask yourself every single day, as often as you can, to really, really make the most of this life experience. Because if you're not becoming yourself more and more, then you're just becoming a mouthpiece for someone else. So be wary of that, guys. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that one. Share it around with anyone else, who you feel like needs to become more uniquely themselves, or needs to express themselves more, or maybe they just sound like a mouthpiece for someone else, or maybe they just sound like a carbon copy, or they've got so much exterior impressions on their life that they're not actually living their true selves forward. It's really, really important that we're doing that, guys. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that one. And as always, remember, decide your destiny. Cheers.